For BWYellowJackets.com, I'm Brendan Gulick, previewing the Outdoor OAC Track and Field Championships, which will be held down in Westerville by Otterbein here this weekend. Head coach Jordan Hill joins us, and Coach, I know it's been a fun track and field and cross-country season, even going all the way back to the fall. It's been a great year for the Yellow Jackets, and you get a chance now to compete at the conference championship meet, which for a lot of kids, this is the culmination of all their hard work here throughout the course of the year. What most excites you about this time of year?
What's so exciting about this time of year is you know that everybody is running their absolute best, and especially looking to the OAC championship meet. The OAC is so stacked in track and field. The most recent national rankings, the OAC had, I think, 4 of the men's teams ranked in the top 15 in the nation, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it's just really exciting to see all the hard work from our team, from our conference, kind of coming down to this point in the season. And you know that's going to be a really competitive and a really good meet because everyone's doing their absolute best at this point in the year.
Well, you could certainly make the argument that the most impressive athlete in the conference this year, it's not a runaway, there's been some pretty good ones, but Zach Dysert has had just an unbelievable year. Obviously his hammer throw a couple weeks ago, which is the top seed nationally, really caught a lot of people's attention, but Zach's done it more than just at one meet.
Yeah, and what's so exciting about Zach is that we knew that he had a big throw in him, and it's been, I think, a long time coming, and all of these past few years, his hard work with Coach Supan. Coach Supan has done a wonderful job in getting Zach to this point, so we're just really excited to see Zach kind of finally seeing some results of all this hard work that he's putting in and kind of setting the tone for what this men's team can do, because we have a lot of talent on our men's team. So it's really exciting to see that representation of BW on that level and to achieve such a monumental mark of being top 10 in the history Division III in the hammer throw is pretty cool. So
pretty remarkable,
yeah,
no doubt.
Yeah.
Well, and championship hopes don't only rest in Zach's arms. Jordan Leverett on the track this year has garnered a lot of national recognition as well. In fact, he was the Division III male track runner of the week a couple of weeks ago. He's having a great year and has a chance to take home a couple titles, I would think.
Yeah, and Jordan has been running really, really well. And when I sat down with him at the beginning of the season, talking about his goals and everything, and one of his main goals is just to stay healthy. And I think that's kind of been the secret to his success is we're keeping him healthy. We're being very smart with this training. We're doing things a little differently than he's done before. But he's been tremendous all season long and just putting in the work and the time and the effort and staying healthy, and he's actually having fun and just enjoying racing. So
how about when you think about the team championship aspirations? John Carroll had an individual national champion in the wintertime. Mount Union had a couple of individual national champions in the wintertime. So you're talking about having truly some of the cream of the crop talent. What will it take for this men's team to try to win their first OAC championship since 1995?
Yeah, it's been a while, and it's gonna take guys like Zach and Jordan to do their part in winning where it's expected for them to win, but also having key guys like Ted's back, and he's healthy and he's throwing incredibly well. I think he's ranked top 25 in the shot put right now, so it's great to see him back. And we also have a couple of youngsters like Joe Judah, David Prather. They've been working really hard. You mentioned back in the fall with cross-country season, so it's really great to see freshmen like those guys really stepping up and kind of seeing how a full year's training kind of comes together and comes down to this point, because they've been running incredibly well these past few weeks. So we're going to need guys like them to really step up for the team.
Let's flip over to the ladies' side, where Kelly Brennan was an All-American for the second time in her career in the wintertime. She was also an outdoor All-American last year. She's obviously running at her best at this time of year, which is kind of where you want to see somebody peaking. Yeah. Where has Kelly most impressed you, though?
It's been really fun watching Kelly because she's somebody who has been around for a couple years and has battled injuries and is kind of learning her way through the sport as well. But what's really great about Kelly is that she is gaining a lot of confidence in herself and her training and her coaching the whole way through this year. And so I think she is just finally starting to realize her full potential, and she's somebody that we're going to be able to count on, not just in one race, but multiple races this time around.
How about on the ladies throwing side? Brooke kind of leads the way, but I know you like the depth you have there too.
Yeah, we can always count on our throwers to do some big things for us, and Brooke is doing incredibly well. She's also ranked I think top 10 in the hammer throw and pretty high in a couple other throwing events. And Joe Roberts is also coming back from an injury from the indoor season, and she is doing really, really well. So I know Coach Supin has been pleased with her progress, and she's starting to get confident of where she's at too. So I think she's going to be somebody who we can look to score some points for us as well.
So from a team perspective, the ladies won the outdoor conference championship in 05 and in 06. And have had some pretty good showings since then, but haven't come out with a title. Where do you think this team has the best chance to score points in this meet so they could try to win a championship?
Yeah, it's going to be very similar to the men's team. We're going to need ladies like Kelly and Brooke and to kind of do their thing where they're expected to do well. But we also have some key hitters in other areas, like Grace Smith is running the best she's ever had in her 4 years, so we're going to look for her to do some damage on the sprint side. Freshman Amanda Milo, she won the hurdles indoors in the 60 meters, so we're going to need her to do the same thing in the hurdles outdoors. And then we also had some younger girls, Kylie Allen and Katie Fowler. They came on strong during the indoor season and scored some points at the indoor meet for us where it wasn't necessarily expected. So we're going to need just some of those girls to kind of step up again this outdoor meet and kind of do the same thing where they can sneak in some points and do some things for us.
Well, the season got off to such a great start back in the fall, and I think there's been a lot of momentum that's been carried throughout. This has been one of the more memorable years in recent memory for Baldwin-Wallace track and field. Good luck down at Otterbein. We hope that there's lots of conference champions to talk about here in the near future.
Thank you.
All right.